Good Friday morning. So happy that you are watching here on 3+U. As you saw last week, Fridays now are bringing us down to Mtn View CDJR, where our good friend Lebron Clark is going to give us our Friday car fix. So we're back this morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. It's good to see you.
We're in front of another white, shiny vehicle, but this time it's a Jeep, right?
This is the Jeep Gladiator. This is actually the Mojave edition, which is called a Desert Runner. It's set up for, driving through the desert high speed. It's just a really cool look. People love it, and it's just another addition to the Jeep product.
I talked last time when we were here about the friendship that you have with your customers and with your employees. So Edward, one of your good friends, friend of mine as well, came walking over and he said, LeBron, when you're talking about this Jeep, though, make sure you let people know it's a great car if you have teenagers. Why?
Well, first of all, it's very safe, but the main reason I think for Edward and me also is it has a thing called UConnect service. And what that does is electronically lets you know where the vehicle is at all times. Great for insurance purposes. Great if your kid says he's going to the grocery store and you look and maybe he's at the arcade instead. It will also allow you
or
to
the girlfriend's house.
Or the girlfriend's house. It also allows you to remote start the vehicle from your phone. There's a lot of really cool technology there.
Well, and on this locator part of it, the UConnect, that's great for your insurance. You get a discount on your insurance.
Most insurance companies will allow you because you're able to locate that vehicle instantly,
Y'all were talking, and I've said this before, that car talk tends to kind of go over my head. So I tend to be more of a creature comfort. It's how am I going to feel in the car, my blind spots, gas mileage, that kind of thing. But y'all mentioned something that did catch my ear, and it was the warning it gives you if you're changing lanes.
It's got a blind spot warning. What that does is if you're driving down the road and a car's in your blind spot, this has sensors and will actually detect that, and it'll either go through an alert and chime, or there's actually a light on the signal that will let you know. If you try to change lanes because of the sensors in the vehicle without your signal, it'll also let you know that you're drifting one way or the other.
Okay, so when we were with you last time, you kind of teased ahead that you were going to focus on the technology that's in cars. That used to kind of scare people, I think, a little bit, but it's become a lot more user-friendly.
It's kind of like, there's a thing called Apple CarPlay or Android CarPlay, and I kind of talked about it a little bit last time, where it mirrors your phone. So if you're comfortable with your phone, you're going to be comfortable with the vehicle. It'll allow you to send voice text, to receive text.
See. Okay.
A lot of people use Waze app for traffic and things like that. Even as simple as your Google Maps will flow right through the vehicle.
So when people come to see you and they buy a car from you, do y'all kind of recommend that they really sit in the vehicle for a while and get to know all this before you drive off the lot?
We'll first of all, we're going to go through the vehicle at length, and we're going to let you have all the time you want. But once you purchase, we actually have a delivery experience that's awesome. We actually have a red carpet outside. We sit there, and a guy like Edward, who is a Jeep specialist in this case, or we have Ram specialists, they have to be certified. They will sit and go through every option of this vehicle. Things such as Jeep Wave. When you buy a Jeep 2001 or newer, there's actually a program where you get for the first 36 months, you get 3 free oil changes, you get same-day rental. You're looking at roadside assistance 24/7, for the warranty period of the vehicle, and that comes with it, and it's 24/7 owner support. Comes with every Jeep now.
Something else I noticed about this Jeep when I walked up, it's low.
Yeah.
So it's got that safety factor involved because it's not a super high.
Yeah, it's not as low. You can. There's things you can do to these. You can lift them. A lot of people like that, but this is designed for off-road capabilities, just as it said. Plus, like I said, you've got the bed of the truck. If you want to go to the beach. You throw your stuff in the back, you put your kids in there, or your friends.
Right.
You've got heated seats. I mean, you've got all the comforts, and tops will come right off. Just take the tops off. The top will come completely off. Or you do
this top comes off?
It comes off, yeah.
Oh,
it's like your old Trans Am days. You take these out and you get your T-tops.
Okay, now you also said that the owner's manual for some people is a good thing and a bad thing, and you want to believe it when it suits what you think, but you don't always like the advice that's in there. You really think it's important for folks to follow that because the engineers wrote it.
Yeah, it's written by an engineer for maintenance. If you maintain a vehicle, they're normally going to last. I mean, obviously it can be a fluke or something, but I always say, take it to your dealer. Have it serviced at your dealer, find somebody who's responsible, or a certified technician. Even if you've got your favorite mechanic somewhere else, make sure they're certified, they know what they're doing.
Right.
Because it's like, here I have 3 master techs, all right? And a master tech's kind of like having a brain surgeon. They're the guy that can look at it and tell you what's wrong. But then we have people that specialize in transmissions, engines. We hear that real funny noise and you're not really sure what it is. We got guys that specialize just in that.
So I heard Brittany Beggs talk the other day about how we're the coldest, statistically, I think she said, our coldest days are behind us. So
Yes.
spring is going to be here. But you know that we very often get really cold weather and the snow comes our way February and March.
It has happened before.
I keep talking about the tires on
Yeah.
these vehicles, but they're brand new. Should people be concerned right now about the air pressure in your tires, making sure with the colder weather?
Yeah, you have two settings in your vehicles. You have a winter setting and a summer setting, and that's in your owner's manual. And normally you're going to have a little more air in them in the wintertime, and they're going to be a little less. And that's normally it's listed inside the doors of most vehicles also. You can look there. I say that as the weather changes, and you bring it in for your oil change, ask them to do a free inspection. We do that automatically.
Right.
You bring it in for an oil change, we're going to do a 125-point inspection. We're going to check everything. Before you get ready to go on vacation, bring it into, let us check it for you.
Are you a believer in using premium gas versus regular gas, or does
Each vehicle is designed differently.
Okay.
Premium gas is excellent for those vehicles that are designed to use it, but all these are used regular 87. I do recommend that you go to a reputable station. Some of those little small, and unfortunately I hate to say mom and pop places, don't cycle their gas through like a lot of people, and they tend to get water in it, and that can cause problems.
And that's when you get that bad gas.
That's when you get the bad gas.
I've been there.
I've been there.
Okay, let's talk about this too. You mentioned this last time. You are in North Georgia.
Yep.
So for our Chattanooga viewers, it can be a little, the COVID regulations here are a little bit different than in Hamilton County. You and I don't have our masks on, but we're 6 feet apart. But your employees are wearing them.
Employees all have masks. We have shields. We have hand sanitizers. We sanitize the door handles about every hour of the vehicle. Are also done. We said before, we can do touch-free delivery. We can do it. When you pull into the service drive, they're actually going to put a plastic cover over your seat. They're going to put a steering wheel cover on your seat. The guy's going to wear gloves the entire time he's in your vehicle.
Okay.
They're going to make sure that, if you're bringing it in, whether it's to buy a car or to have your car serviced, that we're going to protect you as best as possible.
Okay, so this Jeep is called the...
This is the Mojave.
Okay.
Mojave Gladiator.
So when you come in and you say, what was that Jeep that y'all were in front of? It was the Mojave. It can help you track your teenager and have a fun trip to the beach as well.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for letting us head down to Mtn View CDJR, the address there on the screen on Old Alabama Highway. They do have sales that are still going on, always looking for incentives to make your car buying experience a pleasure.
Thank you.
Attention homeowners, we started with 50, then 30.